Alright everybody, MTG Metalhead here, coming in with another playtest video. This one's going to be a little bit special today. Today's more about having fun. Although we are still testing for the regional championship coming up here in December, it's very unlikely that we're going to land on a list like this, because if we were going to play a list like this, we would just probably play a Lotus Field combo. But regardless, it's still fun to try out an arena for those of you who might be itching to play a Lotus Field combo style deck rather than just a blue-white control variant. And this still is a blue-white control variant, but this one is more geared all in on the combo. So we got 4 Strict Proctor, 4 Impulse to dig for our combo, 3 Tails in to help stop our Lotus Field triggers when the ATB. Of course, our 4 Proctor to do the same thing, and 4 Discon. And then we've actually got 3 Pour Over the Pages as another way to just accelerate out a win. And essentially we have 5 ways to deal with our opponent's board. We have 3 Farewells and then 2 Settle the Wreckage. 4 Deluge is more dig. So we have a lot of ways to dig through the deck, and most of this you're going to see is a little bit the same. The mana base is a little bit different because we're trying to go off in combo. We want fewer tap lands, so I did cut the cycle lands for this version. I may be wrong. We'll see in other iterations, but essentially that's the start of what we're doing to playtest this. And we've got Approach the Second Sun, which is our win con for the deck. And if you look over in the sideboard, we have a lot of preparation as control decks, because this style of deck is not going to be very good against control, because we're playing a 5-mana sorcery. So any deck that plays ways to interact with this, we're just going to cut the combo, be more control variants like with Hullbreaker, Horror Dome, and Speedos and such. So it's going to be kind of more than normal what you've seen me play test in other videos, but in the matchups that can't really interact with it, you're just gonna try to buy as much time as you can so you can go off with the combo and eventually approach the second sun. So you use Discontinuity as a time walk in the late game when you're not just using it to combo out your lands, and buying time with Teferi to dig and dig until you can finally get like bunches of Pour Over the Pages, digging into Approach the Second Sun, playing it, untapping your lands end of turn, go to your opponent's turn, Discontinuity, then move back to your turn, Deluge to get back the Approach the Second Sun, and then just win. So that's kind of the game plan. So it's going to be a little bit more of a fun deck in this one, or rather fun playthrough I should say, a little bit less serious than the other one. So if we don't do well, oh well. This is more for fun and for science, as it were, than anything else. Alright guys, we are going into it doing another Explorer event, traditional Explorer event here, what I like to jokingly call the Arena Leagues, and we're going to just jump right into it and see how we do. Oh, we could go, 0 wins, who knows. It's going to be fun though. We just try to have a blast, have some fun here. Okay, we don't really have the combo going, but we have a lot of pieces to dig for the combo. I think that we're too all in on the combo. I think we have to mulligan that. This hand we'll keep. I think here we just want to put back a land. Actually, I don't think we want to get rid of that. I think we want to get rid of that. And I think we're going to start off here with this tapped and say go. So we have a combo enabler, we have a couple of draw spells, so if we can draw some lands, if we'll facilitate things, I think we'll be okay. Okay. If you hear barking in the background, I apologize, my dog. Oh, okay, so no other land so far. It's not good. Maybe we shouldn't have put that other land on bottom. We'll see though. Playing as another solid control deck, so game ones are going to be kind of atrocious for us pretty much anyway. Pretty much no matter what, so. And we'll copy... I'll copy the Howl Fountain. Ouchies. Well. If we miss another land drop, we're just going to concede. I mean, there's no reason. Ah, so it's a mirror anyway. So, that's interesting. Okay. they counter this, if they have a counter, I think we just take this, play it on blue, say go. That one was a good one. So here we are going to now the reason we didn't just hold control there is because we figure they have counter magic and I'd rather hold up the tail's end for a counter spell for their Teferi. Opponent's wondering if they can copy that. No, it doesn't work that way, buddy. And you can't do that. I know what they're trying to do. Yeah, that does not work. It has hexproof. That one we just don't care about. Sure. You're going for Dream Trawler? I am more than okay with this.
This isn't a fight. You can win. Hurry!
Hoping to find lands, but apparently that is not in the cards for us. Settle. It's unlikely they have much that they can do here. I mean, they could have a discontinuity, but if they discontinuity, it ends in the same way, so. Unless they have the Force Spike land, in which case, if they have that, they have that. Sure. Well.
You know what? I'm not done.
Okay, so I think here we play onto inversion tapped. We just say go, because I just don't think we can go for it right now. We just need 2 copies of Lotus Field to go off. So I think here what we'll do... Again, the most they can have is discontinuity. If they discontinuity, I'm okay with that. This time we're doing it with a draw trigger on the stack. Last time we didn't want to do that because we figured they would have let it go and then maybe try to slam to fairy. Sure. Just concedes. Okay. Well, I mean, that's one way to go about it. Well, our game plan is going to be very different than it is game one because we are cutting the pour over the pages completely. That is just not how we're winning the game, like at all. It just does not do enough in this particular matchup. We're cutting. I mean, settles are okay actually. They're not great. We don't really want the farewells for sure. Probably down to one settle just to have an answer to something. Though at that point I'm just not even really worried about it, to be honest. Cutting 2 more cards. Cut the approach is just a sorcery. Sweet card's a little too clunky. And then 1 impulse. Yeah, actually I'd probably rather cut a Tail's End. There's not that many legendary spells, there's just pretty much the planeswalkers, and we already have 4 Dovin's Vetoes as ways to interact, so I don't really need that many ways. I forgot to cut the Proctors and just realized that, but I mean, we messed up there. We definitely should have cut the Proctors. That was more correct. I just wasn't thinking. Yeah, definitely on blue. Sure. Nothing really we can do about that. Yeah, we probably lost this one pretty hard now. Just concede, no reason to play it out. Pretty quick one there. I mean, they got the quick continuity there. Yeah, Strip Proctor should not have been in the deck. That was really bad. If it's one should, but we should not have more than one. That just does not make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, well, maybe 2. Just because we don't have any other cuttables, really, realistically. We definitely don't want the Pour of the Pages, because it's just a sorcery speed card that does absolutely nothing. Yeah, like that. But yeah, they just got their thing together before we did, which makes sense. We'll keep this one. Our hand does the thing, so I mean, don't know what more you can ask for. Definitely taking the Dovin's Veto. So here I think we just go for it. I mean, if they stop us, they stop us, but if they don't, then it's going to be really good for us. If they want a Dovin's Veto, it's fine. Or Mystical Dispute, sure. Got it. We're cool with sacking a couple lands here. Oh, they're also on. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, we'll pay 2 life for sure and just pass our turn. take this for sure. Yep. Sure, attack me. Okay. Doesn't do anything in response. Well, they don't have a way to do much else right now. Let him scry. Basically what we're going to do here is we just need to wait out until we try to play something so we can try to thought distortion them. If we do it into an empty board like this, we're such a dog to Narset's reversal. So unless we have a way to counter the Narset's reversal, we don't want to do that. Sure, get in there with the shark. Next turn's gonna be the pressure point. So we're gonna play this tapped. Send a turn. We would play Deluge plus have Dovin's Veto up. Sure. Yeah, it's currently our game plan. So we're gonna try to both Deluge and Veto this turn. And if we Deluge into a land, then we can go. They just want to keep attacking us, that's fine too. Sure. And it's not exactly what I wanted, but sure. I think we still have to wait, unfortunately. They're being smart though, they're just using aggro, they're not casting any spells. Which is the correct way to go about it. Sure. This is definitely the turn we pressure them. We're gonna flash back the Deluge here. Because I don't think they can let us have that. They let us have that. Wow. Okay, so... Sure. We'll just play a little bit of a different game then. So here's a question. Do we think they have Veto plus Thought Distortion? Sure, with the discard a card. Oh, a lot of mana here. This is what I kind of thought they had. The unfortunate thing is I think they're going to be able to counter this. Hoping they can't, but... yeah, that's going to hurt. Just didn't want to get Narset's reversaled there. I think they got this one. I knew this was going to be kind of a hard matchup though, because unfortunately they just have a lot more tools at their disposal because we're all in on the combo. We just don't have as many things as they do. It's unfortunate, but I mean it is what it is. Also, maybe I should have gone for the Thought Distortion on the previous turn. I was just so scared of Narset's reversal. There just wasn't really a point. Yeah, they got it. And it's no fun. No fun. They got me. Nah, it's alright. It's all good. It's all good. To be fair, the better deck won. Mine's definitely the worst deck. Their version was definitely a better version. Though I don't like the Mystical Disputes in sideboard. Not very confident on that one. Okay. Let's try again. Maybe we can go 4-1 with this abomination of a deck here. Yes. 2 ways to enable the combo and a dig piece to try to find a payoff, so it's not bad at all. I think we're gonna go first with Castle Ironvale. Of course. Sure. Well, I've got 2 ways to do it, so good luck with that. You have to have double Thoughtseize in order to cut me off of it. And if you do, congratulations. Looks like you do not. Okay, so control Lotus Field, discontinuity. Sure, you can Fable all day, I'll take that 3. Now we're gonna play the fairy. Plus.
I'm not going to sit this no time for a break.
And here we're just gonna play this Lotus Field. Sack these 2 lands here. Go to instep. Untap these 2. We have both Settle and Impulse if we want to. That's the first thing we're going to do is settle. Take farewell. Now we'll see what their follow-up play is. Concede out of the game, okay. Sure. Okay, so we're against black-red nonsense. Against black-red nonsense, realistically, we just want ways to kill their things effectively. The settles are okay. They're not as good post board, but I mean they are okay. Probably one wrath. We're cutting. Tells in not as good. Really like most of the things we have here. Cut down on one of the impulses. Yeah, I think that's all we really need to do. Yep. Just have more ways to interact with what they're doing to slow them down long enough that we can engage our plan. Well, this does not combo, but it has the pieces too, so I think we keep it. Again, our deck's not all in on the old control version like the other one was. Thoughtseize away, bro. Thoughtseize away. Literally does not matter. Sure, you got it. So here we are gonna and we have nothing to do with our mana, so it doesn't really matter. So we just play the Lotus Field, sack our lands. Interesting, so I think we just want the mana. I'm gonna hit control. So I'm on full control. So we just ramped up to 6. Now our pour over the pages is gas. Let's do this first. I don't think we'll really do anything. We can approach here. There's nothing really they can do that scares us. Yeah, we'll just approach. So we're going to gain 7 life here, and then it's not really going to matter what they do on their turn. We can clean it up. We have board sweepers galore. Go ahead and activate Hive. Sure. Get in there. Sure. Just in the turn. We'll just do this. So we've had 1 draw step, now 2 draw steps. That means it should be 5 down. We just need to wait 1 more turn. Sure. Yeah, I think we got this one pretty locked up. Sure. Just concede. Yeah, it makes sense. We're gonna win. Yeah, black-red's not that difficult. Now, if they thought sees your approach, it's a lot more difficult, obviously, but you just have to win with the fairy emblem or your manland. Okay, we go to round 3 here. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Yes, please. Seems great to me. Okay, now a Thoughtseize deck. That's good to know so far. So I think I'll start off with this and see. Ah. Well, sure. Wanna try? Counter it. Too late now. Damage is done. Ooh, ouchie, and they could not play a land. I think we'll just pass. Ah, it's blue-black control. I see. We'll do this. See what they got. Discontinuity and Lotus Field, sure. I mean, sure. Hold control. Sure, you can do that.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed. You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Okay, 3-6. I'll leave everything up. Sure.
My ways are not for the weak.
No reason to really do anything. Just wait for them. Could discontinuity here. I think I'm gonna get rid of your draw spell for good. You got it.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Sure. Okay, got the Sinister Sabaton in there. Sure.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Sure. We can play this game, but it's not going to work out in your favor, I don't think. Sure.
I will strip
It's not what I
every
meant to
shred of
have you
hope
do.
from your heart.
Sure. Yeah, they definitely got me here.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Nothing I can use. Okay, so this is a control matchup. Unfortunately, again, game ones were pretty much a dog against any control variant. We just don't have anything that we can really do against them. Unfortunately, we have a lot of sorcery speed stuff. I'm not poor. And to get one more card. There we go. Didn't expect the main deck Hullbreaker Roar. Not something I see very often. Also don't really see Sorin all that much, to be fair, either. But he was pretty good there. You consider all day, brother. Sure, I was waiting for him to do that. That's fine. Definitely don't want to do it now. So thank you. I'd rather cut him off that card. Sure.
This isn't a fight. You can do it. Reverse.
Yeah, it's a big hard no for me, dog.
We need to move quickly.
So I'm getting to resolve quite a bit here. I think I want the memory deluge and the thought distortion here. That is annoying. But I think what we do here is we do this. And the reason we do this is because we can get lands. Sure.
Hurry.
So I think I'd rather have the Castle Ardenvale. No, we'll do this. Super annoying, but yeah, nothing I can do about it.
I'll have a better plan next time.
Okay, so I can go 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. The Death Touch, nope.
No time for a break.
I think we got it now. Sure. Rather you not have any of my spells, thank you.
Hurry!
Happy to help, but I'm taking the... I'm tired of your secrets.
Sure.
Those who cannot perceive beyond.
Sure.
I have just the trick for this.
I mean, you're dead. Okay, let's go to game 3. Yeah, when I have more interaction, it's a lot better. Man, a lot of control today. Both matches, or 3 matches, one of them was black-red, 2 of them have been control so far. A lot of control today. I'm having fun, I guess I'm fun. I mean, this deck, like I said, it's not as... It's definitely not optimized like the other one is. Or like the lists I've been playing with have been, but it's still really fun. So this one doesn't have a lot of land, but I think I keep it. I'm on the draw. If I was on the play, I probably wouldn't, but on the draw, I think I keep that. Oh, that's not where we want to be. That's also not where we want to be. Impulse here, yes. See what they do. If they're smart, they'll counter it. Okay, they did not counter it. We'll take that. So far, a whole lot of nothing. That we don't care about. A bit of clock on this, I feel like. Guess end of turn, we'll copy Sir Beach. You're welcome to kill it if you'd like with your Field of Ruin, but I mean, doesn't change anything for me. Don't think they let this resolve. And if they don't, we just play a different land. Sure, so we'll play that. Pass the turn. Sure. So good the first time. If they want to waste their counter magic on my strict partners, Ah, they didn't that time. Your removal spell won't matter. Doesn't do anything. Actually, we'll just tails in that. Well, okay. So our plan here is going to be Hullbreaker Horrid end of turn. If they try to do something to it, we'll just try to counter the thing with our Faithful Absence. That was like each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with highest mana cost. So now I just gotta hope to goodness they don't have Narset's Reversal. Oh yeah, that was good. Sure, 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 sure. 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 Attack. End of turn. We just don't have to do anything. They're the ones that have to do something. Sure. go ahead and memory deluge. Just gonna bounce it back to my hand. I have spells at this point. Got there. Yeah, blue-black, it doesn't feel good when you get thought distortion, does it? Ooh, minor mistake. Nice. Okay. 2 games left. I mean, we're 2-1. Not bad. Especially for this pile of nonsense we're piloting here. It just goes to show you the shell is super, super strong. Like, the whole blue-white Lotus Field shell is very, very powerful. And there's just some matchups that are just harder than others. Like, Control is a hard matchup because we basically have to take apart what we're trying to do against them, which is kind of unfun because we don't really get to see what we're trying to show off here. But we did get to show it off, kind of, against red-black. They kind of conceded too fast. But, I mean, we did get to show off what we were doing. They just were like, nope, and out of there. So, having fun with it, though, so far. I have a more up-to-date list from the last time. It's similar to the last time I played. A couple of small changes here or there that I'll show off on the next video I make. That I think is going to work out. Basically, where we are now with the deck is you really just need to find a way to get across some of the aggro matchups in the black-red sack. Because you're already pretty okay against black-red mid, pretty okay against mono-green devotion. Like, you can lose those matchups, but, you know, that comes with the territory. Unfortunately, the format's not at the point where the deck's tier 0 completely. Like, you can still lose those matchups. You're just more heavily favored in those matchups than you aren't. So if you're a good pilot with the deck and you are pretty versed in the format and what cards to look out for and what to play around, you'll probably do pretty well in an open event. With a lot of those types of decks floating out there with mono green, black red mid. But against black red sack, you're just such a dog. More specifically, it's because of the more recent builds that have moved up to playing Obnixilis. The Obnixilis that copies itself is just really obnoxious against us. Like, I mean, what our deck's doing is obnoxious, so I can't really complain. But I mean, it's one of those things where, like, when they land it, it's just so hard for us to beat and compete with, because they're trying to do either 4 damage a turn or making us discard 2 cards a turn, and both of those things end in our defeat. Like, we are a deck that needs card quantity as well as quality, and if we're having to choose between our life total, which is already being pressured by what that deck does, and between, you know, card resources, it's going to be hard. So that card more specifically is one that fucks us pretty hard. I've added some pithing needles to the sideboard. I'm testing them. I'm not sure how great they are. I have not got to use them against Black Red Sack yet, but I think pithing needle is going to be a pretty decent addition. You have to pay more close attention to your farewells. That is something to keep in mind if you are going to go up on the pithing needle build, but it'll make those matchups a little bit more shored up because you can name Obnixilis before it ever comes down, make sure it never becomes a problem. You can name some of the other things you're scared of, like man lands or anything like that. So it's got a lot of good utility there. But we'll go ahead and see what we're going with here. And yeah, obviously a keeper. I mean, it does the thing. We have 2 ways to do it, and we have a dig spell. So I mean, to find action. So it's pretty good. That's one thing I really do like about this build. I mean, again, I'm not sure I would ever try to take this into a large event or anything, but one fun thing about it is you're going to more often than not do what the deck wants to do. You're going to have like a turn 3, turn 4 Lotus Field without having to sack lands, as long as you're not playing against control. Control is the one exception to this, because there's really not much you can do if you're playing against control. They're just going to try to counterspell your ways to stop it most of the time, and if they do, they do. I mean, there's not much you can do about it. Here, we're just going to, you know, just keep on keeping on here. And I actually don't want to get rid of the impulse because we're trying to dig for things, and we don't really want to waste that right now. We want to just play out our stuff. Oh, this is blue-black control. I just realized that. Okay, it's really annoying. There's nothing they can do here. They don't have any counter spells for 2 mana. It's going to take care of Proctor. So we're going to get to do the thing. For some reason, I was thinking they were black-red, and I just looked over and saw the Hall of the Storm Giants. Sure. You can Fatal Push, bro. It does not do anything. We've already done the thing. Double black, only 1 blue source. That's good to keep in mind, which means they can't counterspell us here. I don't think there's a card that I could have except for maybe one that tries to Force Spike us. So I think we can just freely play the Teferi. There's really not much they can do here. Sure, you can get rid of the Teferi, that's fine.
Keep up the pace.
Take these 2. So here they're holding up more counter magic. They have 2 cards in their grave. I have 2 in mine. So I could try to do this, and then they can Sinister Sabotage me, and I really don't want that to happen. So I will feed into them with an impulse. If they want to counter the impulse, you know, go right ahead, buddy. Sure. So that was a very good one to hit. Especially when they're tapped out and there's nothing they can really do. Deluge in the yard. Yeah, it's pretty free to just go ahead and pour here. To discard a card. Do I have any lands? I did not draw a land there. That's really sucky, actually. Discard the Farewell. It doesn't really do anything against them. Alright, so here we just... Alright, here we just go ahead and play Teferi. We go into +1.
I know my responsibility. You know what? I'm not done.
Some of the lands. But I mean, we're stacked on our hand. I mean, there's... If they can come back from this, then, you know, more power to them. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Tails in that. Mostly because, I mean, at this point we're just trying to do as much as we can here. So I think what we do here is we will float blue. We will play a Lotus Field. Wait, we don't have, because it doesn't really matter. Control. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I just realized I had that in my hand. Oh well. I mean, we're pretty stupid, but you know, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and do this real quick. Take Thespian Stage. Thespian Stage. We don't really care about that, sure. It's annoying, but sure. I think here we will discount money, just because we need the man land as an answer. The rest of the stuff we don't really care about though. Just go ahead and do this. Three, four, 5, 6. Okay. And the obvious counterspell is obvious. Okay, so what do we do here? I think we will impulse. So now we have all this mana. We just don't need to do anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. You have no cards left in your yard. So here what we're waiting for is a window whenever we can cast a Teferi, because if we ever landed, it's going to be pretty hard for them to come back. So if we do that, we're just going to go ahead, copy another Lotus Field. Move to our turn. Now that I have all this mana, I think it's pretty safe to just go ahead and do this. Sure. I'll let you dig and I'll dig, but my digging is a little better because you're tapped out now. So I'm gonna pour and pour. And I think I should just have a game here. So blue, blue. Blue.
Right on schedule. Hold that thought.
Okay, we will discard the no.
We need to move quickly.
Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay, so we got to do the thing game 1. Game 2... game 1 is actually probably the hardest one we have to do that to as well. Alright, so definitely don't need all 3 of these. Cutting all of those. Don't need any of these. Don't need that. Don't need the approach. Yep, I think we're pretty good now. Man, played against Control 3 out of 4 times so far in this. Twice against this. The same doesn't really do anything. Playing draw go. I'll try it. I'm gonna draw. I want to know a lot of resources, more or less. Sure, siphon my insight. Sure, siphon my insight. Thespian Stage is one of the cards that stole from me. Okay. Man, they are getting really annoying with that. I actually think I want discontinuity here. I'm just tired of them stealing shit. Sure. Okay. So 3, 4, 5. So they're not at that range yet.
bloody and right. Dire times call for dire tactics. My ways are not for the weak.
I don't know what that does, but okay. Sure. Sure.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Okay, so two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is tough.
I will not abandon my quest.
Unfortunate, yeah, I did. Didn't have enough mana to have both. I didn't have the other thing. Stop it. Yeah, your Mirthless got me. Kinda had a disc on there, but I also couldn't just do nothing because he was just gonna keep bashing me for 3. It's unfortunate. I needed another land there. If I had another land there, I'd have been better off. I'll go first here. Hand doesn't do a lot, but I mean, we're gonna try it out. More lands, I see. Okay, well, we'll do this. Ooh, that's really good. Ouchie, not what I wanted to see. You probably should have taken the land there. First time. That was smart. I don't want unless you see any more cards. That was also not what we needed. That one's fine. Sure. That's bad. So they have enough mana to do the thing next turn, which is super annoying.
Let's skip to the good part.
They can give them, but they really only get 2 cards. For a Saxo Walker, it's really annoying. Sure. Sure.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
One, two.
Meditate and prepare.
Oh, that's good.
Keep an open mind.
Phyrexian's plans are already in motion. Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Sure.
The data requires scrutiny.
Sure.
Trust me. You'll thank me. We need to move quickly.
We definitely got this now.
My prowess is unmatched by my fear, but thoughtfulness before action.
Need to slow down.
Okay. Sure. I don't care about your token. I can get rid of it at any time. Present weapon tech 27.
Hold that thought.
What do I even discard here? Sure.
I know 88 ways to defeat. Hone your prowess.
Sorry, I've been really quiet during this part. I mean, a lot of this has just kind of been, you know, whatever. Yeah, gotcha. Yes. Alright, so 3-1, one more to go. Hopefully it's not a control matchup as our last one. Since we've kind of already showcased that we can do pretty well against that. This is the mirror. First. That hand doesn't really get us anywhere, so yeah, we're gonna run into him. It's not really much better, but I think we keep it. Just don't want to go to 5 against an unknown opponent. Not the worst draw we could have had. Okay. Looks like a budget deck, I'm assuming. We want the Teferi for sure. And of course then we draw the actual, you know, combo piece for us. Oh no, opponent. Oh, that was pretty good. Our poor opponent. Looks like we got stuck playing against the Brewers bracket here. I guess ours is kind of a brew too, so I suppose it's only fair, but unfortunately this doesn't really showcase what I wanted to showcase. I have to do what I did last time, play a couple bonus games, or at least a bonus game since... Sure, buddy. You do what you gotta do, my friend. Well, we're gonna do the fairy thing. Draw a card.
Slow this down. Hurry!
Pretty good. We'll play a beach. End of turn. So we need one more Lotus Field and start going ham. This thing do. Sure, rummages. Sorry, opponent. Sure. You got it. Lotus Field in this. So we'll go blue.
Time for a break.
Okay, so we really need to get to like discontinuity or something like that. I think is what we're digging for here. So draw us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 7. So seems good to me. Okay, yep. I think we got this game locked up, guys. So we got a flashback deluge, we have another deluge in our hand, actually 2 other deluges and a discon. So we got some digging power. We just have to dig to pour into our win con here, and then we just get it. Okay, so I think first thing we're gonna do is plus.
Let's skip to the good part.
So I'm gonna do this first because we're digging specifically for things, so it makes more sense to, well, guess that's what we're digging for here. So here, we'll just go ahead and do this. Take this and this. We will play that. We will play that. Moved end step and untap some lenses. Sure. No contest on that one. But yeah, guys, this game is not going to be very fun to watch, I imagine. But let's talk about some things here. I will say that spoilers for the new sets looked pretty interesting. Haven't really found anything that like does anything specifically for my deck, I don't think.
Hurry.
But still overall interesting. Just in general. Let's see. Really want to go to our okay, we will. Okay, just saying, digging and digging. Sure. My creature does not really matter, my friend. Do anything here? See, I have this. Discontinuity. Memory douche. And there's our win con.
This is hardly my worst defeat. You are removed from time itself. I know what must be done. We need to move quickly. We got the game locked up, but I mean, it's next turn we win. 6 cards down, 5 cards down, 4 cards down, deluge, win.
going to do this. Okay, now we're going to do this.
Let's skip to the good part.
Then we'll do this. Some red black nonsense. I really don't know what that was, to be honest with you. Bring an Aether Gust because we know it does well against whatever they're doing, and it's really all we can do. But yeah, this game's kind of a non-game. But you're talking about, Wilds of Eldraine. I love a lot of the cards. I think the set looks fun. It actually makes me want to kind of dive into Standard a little bit, which I haven't wanted to do in a very, very long time. We'll see if I actually do and pull the trigger on that, but Wilds of Eldraine looks pretty fun. Like, I'm looking forward to that set coming out. Don't know about you guys, but I definitely am. So really excited about the regionals coming up, in December. That's what I'm doing all this testing for. I'm super excited about it. I get to see a lot of faces I haven't seen in a while. It'll be fun. I wish it wasn't in Atlanta. No shade to people in Atlanta, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the city. Mostly because I'm from a small town in a small city, so like going to Atlanta is like such a massive difference. Like there's just so many lanes of traffic, it just makes me want to go bleh. So yeah, not a big fan, but it is what it is. No discontinuities to put our land into play. We got 2 lands of Farewell and Deluge. I actually think this is a keeper, because we'll just play tap Seagate Restoration followed by... Ooh, that was a good draw. Sure. I will discard Farewell. Control, Lotus Field. I was holding control. What the hell? That makes me really upset. Okay. Well, we just handicapped ourselves for no reason. I mean, I was holding control and it for some reason didn't let me tails in the trigger, but okay. I'm not sure it's really going to matter in all fairness, but... Yeah, it sucked. I don't know what happened there. I was holding control, it just didn't do anything. Why would you... Okay. My opponent, I am sorry. You must be really new. Well, Finch, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to Magic. I hope you stay and play a lot more. I hope that this doesn't make you feel too bad. Or maybe you wreck my face and then I feel real bad. Sure. You got it, buddy. Sure.
You show remorse.
No.
I'll show restraint.
You want to edict me?
Hold that thought.
Do whatever you're gonna do, my buddy.
I'll have a better plan next time.
You got it. What? Why are you... Don't understand what you're doing, bud. Sure. Sure. Why are you... Okay. We are not going to ask any more questions. Okay, so I've wiped your board, buddy. Sure. Sure. Okay. Would you like to pay 2 for that ability? That's kind of funny. Killing it doesn't stop that. Okay. This has been interesting. Alright, got that done. I mean, I feel bad. I mean, there wasn't really a game to that in all fairness, but... Let's see what we get here. Import packs here. Ooh, Book of Darkness. Yay, dinos. Alright, so given the fact that that last game was not really a game, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to play... We're just going to play best of 3 explore play. Ranked. And we'll use Lotus Field combo. We'll just play it in one game here just to tie it off, because that last one didn't really feel like a match, you know? That was just me getting paired against an opponent who didn't really, or rather an opponent who really shouldn't have been in the queue, if I'm being honest. But I don't know, I haven't played a lot of arena leagues, as it were, in like a couple years, since like Ura was in the format in Historic and stuff, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but it seems like things have kind of become really odd. Interesting pathway. Well, we'll play some blue. Just say go. Depending what they do on their turn. Well, we're definitely going to do the thing, so we're going to hold control. Full control. Just making sure. Ah, so there's property up here, huh? Guessing you're gonna play another Lotus Field. That's bad for you, buddy. It's real bad.
Sorry, I failed. Let's skip to the good part.
Yeah, I figured just concede. Yeah, it's a hard one. I mean, okay. Do anything else? Keep him 1-4, I guess. Sure. But yeah. I mean, this is just, it is what it is. The mirror is the mirror. That is a god-awful hand. It's not great, but, I mean, I don't think we can throw it back either. Get rid of the second Teferi. We need to. Sure. I'm not gonna discount over that. If that's what they're trying to beat me with. So can I take one? That's a tough one. I think I gotta take the non-Lotus Field lane here. Mostly just because we don't have enough resources to try to battle. They try to fight our combo pieces. Sure. But yeah, in the mirror matches here, it's all just about trying to react as little as possible. Only take your, take your edges where you can, knowing whether you're the control player or the aggro player at the moment. That's also really important because you can mess it up and think that you're doing something that you should be when you're not. I'll take the land. Okay, I'll just play this untapped. There you go. Probably get Emperor here, which case they're holding up 1 to try to get around things, and I think what I'll do is I'll veto that. Yeah, that was a bad play, my friend. Because now we get to resolve ours. Just concedes. Makes sense. Yeah, that's why you don't react first. You have to know where you are, and he was actually ahead on land, so he didn't need to react. He was just being too aggressive, and it did not pay off for him. I mean, sometimes you have to be aggressive. Like, there were spots in like the other games where you saw me being more aggressive with my spells, or less aggressive when I should have been, and that was because I wasn't playing to my role correctly. I should have realized that I was the one that needed to be the aggressor, and I didn't. And that's why I lost the first round. But hey, we redeemed ourselves there in that match. So that was the league, as it were, here, or challenge, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that was Lotus Field Combo Edition. So again, this is not something I would ever suggest taking to like a major event, just because like you having the 3 main deck pour the pages is such a liability against other control matchups, because it didn't really come up as we saw in those games, but it's just a dead card. You're almost never going to resolve that card. If you try to tap out to play that card, you're probably going to die, or at least you're going to resolve a threat that you can't beat, and then you're just out. So like game 1s, you're a dog. We got super lucky in some of those games to kind of eke out the edges to get there, but most of the time these cards are just a liability. So that makes sense. So is Approach, because it's a sorcerer speed card that can be countered, and so like if that's your win con, good luck. It's harder to get across. But in the sideboard, we have a lot of tools against the control matchup for that reason, because we knew it was one of our weaker ones. But yeah, if you really want to try to combo the combo version, you're just better off playing the regular Lotus Field combo deck. It's just better at doing that. But on Arena, because we don't have all the pieces, I think it's better to play this version than another green version. Like, you can play the ones that play like a Boreal Rage and stuff, but I don't think it's as good, just because we don't have some of the pieces that we need to make it as effective as the actual Lotus Field combo deck. So I think this is the closest you can come to playing that style of deck in this format, because it gives you staying power. It allows you to kind of build up to your combo, and then you have like these reset buttons here that allow you to do so, and then eventually you just combo off, and eventually you get to the approach of the second sun, and sometimes you won't win that turn, but sometimes it takes 1 or 2 extra turns after that, but you're going to win very closely after that. So once you resolve an approach the first time, you're probably going to win. So anyway, guys, this has been another playtest video here. This one, again, more fun based, so do understand I'm going to be more serious about some of the next ones here. This one's a kind of a less serious list, just kind of a fun one if you guys want to try it out on Arena and play it yourself, to have some fun times here. But yeah, hope you guys liked it, and until next time, see ya.